We're going to look at how to format a paper according to a style. So when I say a style, this is MLA, Modern Language Association, and APA, American Psychological Association. Those are your two choices here. There are others as well, okay? And they're important because each discipline has the way they want their reports presented so that it's consistent. Everybody's, if you look at the number of pages, you know it's the same length, just for consistency's sake. And also the works cited, they want everything uniform so people don't have to put everything under a magnifying glass and spend time checking it. Okay, so your report is now set up for you, right? So you don't want to get rid of all this because then just like take it all out. I see kids doing that all the time. They're like, oh, I'll just take this out and then I'll put my name. You know, so they go like that, and then they go like that, and you know, they delete all of it, and then they lose all their formatting. And then they're like, oh, let me put my name. Okay, no, you don't want to do that. You want to keep it the way it was and take each individual thing out and just replace that so you don't lose the formatting, the 1-inch margins, everything exactly the way it is. Okay, so that's something I want to show you. Okay, now in addition, you see that you have these section heads. So when you're on the section head, it lights up and it tells you over here that you're in heading 1. If you're over here, it tells you're in title. What this does is it creates like a Wikipedia style index that you like have at the top of a Wikipedia entry so that you could click on each part and get to it. So like I clicked on conclusion, it took me straight down. All right, so that's something that if you want to format, all you do is when you make your heading, you just go over here, you highlight it, go over here and choose what you want it to be. All right, now there's another piece that I want to show you, which is about formatting your works cited page. So works cited page is hard because it has this hanging indent, which is different than our typical indent. And you can't just tab the second few lines. It doesn't work that way. So this is how you format that. You go to format and you go to align and indent if you need to, and you do indentation options, and you'll see under indentation options, it says hanging. If I get rid of that, then look, it's gone, but I don't want it to be gone. I want it to be there. So I'm going to press Command Z and get rid of that. Okay, so now I just want to remind you, okay, you went to format, you went to align and indent, you did your options, and then you had your special, that over here you can choose from your options. All right, now another thing that makes it a lot easier to make your works cited page is that on Chrome, unfortunately not on Microsoft Online, but on Chrome, you do have access to the Easybib Creator, and you can add it on. It's a Chrome extension. You just add it on, and then you go to manage bibliography. So let's say that I found a source that I wanted to use, which I already found one. So I'm going to take this one right here. So I'm going to copy and paste the link. Okay. Then I'm going to go back to my report, and is that the right one? No, I'm going to go back to this report, not the one I was doing before, and I'm just going to make sure that I'm on website, because if I put in a title, if I have to enter a title of a book or an ISBN number, it's not going to find, there's no book with crazy website address for a name. Okay, so there we go. It's searching for it, and as soon as it finds it, it's going to pop up down here, and I'm going to look at the title and make sure it's the right one, and then I'll be able to add it in. Come on, let's go search. What's happening? So anyway, it's not happening, but I'll show you another one where it did happen. Where was that? Did I get rid of it? Here we go. So here you can see I've added it in numerous times because it takes a million times to do these videos, and when you press add bibliography to doc, it just adds everything in here. It'll take out the fake stuff, just for the record. So here you can see I added the same thing in again. I don't want that because I'd already added it in. It takes out the fake stuff, just for the record. You can also, I just want to remind you that when you are on the digital library, everything in the digital library has a tool. Somewhere along the way you'll see the tools, the gears often, and you have a citation tool. So this has the citation, right? And so I'm going to copy the citation right here, and then I'm going to go back to my document, and I'm going to put it in here. Okay, so now I notice, first of all, it's not in the same font, so that's not so great. So probably the easiest thing to do at that point is just to go over here. You've got that, and then you can go back and do this and go back and put it in your Times New Roman, which is what it was set for, because that's how it's supposed to be. and probably 12-point font is what is the standard. So you may have to do a little bit of reformatting there if you need to add that in. Okay, so again, you're going to need to keep things in alphabetical order. So actually that's not in alphabetical order because police brutality is going to come before police disciplinary, right? So I'm going to put that there, get rid of my extra space, and there we go. So now I've got, I'm going to just stick out a period, get rid of my extra space. And I kept my period. All of those things are important. So those are a little bit of information about how you can do this easily so you don't have to spend your very valuable brain power on things like making margins and hanging indents. Hope that's helpful.